We are leaving Salida, really cool town, heading west, and we're, I guess you could say, in the western half of Colorado, an area I've never been before. So very excited about that. The elevation here is about 7,000 feet, and I think that's going to be about that for a while. As I'm driving out of, Salida, it is beautiful, and so excited for the, I guess you'd say, very scenic drives ahead. We start our day in Salida, heading west through a couple small towns. And then we'll start definitely having some curvy and mountainous roads as we head towards the Continental Divide. Let's try it out. Insanely good. Really good and ice cold. So definitely a good place to stop. It looks a little bit sketchy when you walk up to it with all the kind of graffiti stuff. I don't understand that, but good place to stop. It's really good water. And this drive right now is insanely good as well. The road remains very windy. It does flatten out a little bit here. As we head west, our first town of significance of the day is Gunnison. There aren't many towns in this section, but it's very pretty driving through the reservoir there and more mountain driving, and we will hit a couple small communities over towards Montrose. And then we'll actually head north for a little bit, up through Olathe, over to Delta before we head west again. As we head north and west on 50, you see some little communities a few miles to the west of 50, but we're gonna stay on 50. Those are mostly kind of railroad stops and maybe ghost towns, but we're gonna continue on 50. And that'll take us into Grand Junction, which that'll be our stay for the evening. we're rolling up to our destination here in Junction, Colorado. That was a long day. Very, very scenic day. Definitely by far the most scenic so far of the trip. Very beautiful. Let's check out a little bit of Junction, and then we'll check into our hotel. Back at it this morning in Junction. We're gonna head west. There's only about 40 miles of Colorado remaining, so we'll see if we can find anything interesting before we cross into Utah. We're gonna try to stay on 2-lane roads as much as we can. You know, the official 50 is along 70, but you know, I prefer the 2-lane roads, and hopefully there's enough of those to get us through the rest of the state, but we'll just have to wait and see. As we leave Junction, you see Interstate 70, and it combines with 50 right here. And then you also see 6, and 6 is the original Route 50, so we're gonna stay on that 2-lane road and just kind of to the north of 50, and that'll take us up and around over to Utah. There's one last thing to see in Colorado before we get to Utah. And I've been on the original US 50, which is great. But to get to it, I got to cut over some real back road areas. So let's head over there. Hopefully we can make it through. We've stopped off at the Travel Through Time hike right here near the Colorado-Utah border. It's kind of a journey through history with dinosaurs and fossils and things like that. So it's supposed to be about a 1.5 mile hike. So I don't know, it's the last thing to do here in Colorado, so let's go check it out. How's it going, dude? So this is interesting. Above here, we'll walk over there, there's a mining claim marker. In 1968, a couple prospectors filed this claim. They marked it with a post up there. And it never got recorded to the Mesa County clerk, so it was never officially, recorded. So the claim is kind of a mystery. Some Bureau of Land Management people discovered it in 2003, and just kind of out here in the middle of nowhere. The hike wasn't too bad. It's 80 degrees right now. It's kind of in the morning, 9 a.m. So I'm not a great hiker. I'm more of a walker than a vertical hiker, but it's not too bad. If anybody hikes regularly, it won't be bad at all. So, but yeah, very enjoyable, and right here off of I-70. But because I am going to stay true to US 50, I'm gonna go back that scenic road back over there to cross into Utah. We have reached the end of our trip through US 50 in Colorado. It was a really spectacular drive. Certainly the western half of Colorado is spectacular. I mean, that's about the best word I can use to describe it. And now we're crossing into Utah, and I expect we'll see a lot of the same. You can hear I-70 off into the distance. I'm still here on the original US 50, and you know, when you get to a new state on those interstates, they'll have like big signs, welcome to Utah, or you know, you're leaving Colorado or something like that. And on the back roads like US 50 here, the original US 50, this is what you get.